Today I'm going to be going back in time and revisiting the fairy flower. I was very kindly approached by Resiners to see if I wanted to try out their dual head resin mixer. And this is their upgraded one with the silicone paddles that make it very easy to clean the resin off of them. So what's really cool is if you look at the back there are no cords. This machine charges on a USB, and you can operate one side or the other side or both at the same time. And because of that, depending on how much resin you're mixing, they've given you 2 of each size of paddle. You can use the big ones if you're mixing up like 16 ounces of resin, or the little ones if you're mixing up, something like 3 to 8 ounces. There's a button at the very back here, and when you push that, it elevates this piece all the way up here. So you get quite the distance. It's about, a good foot and a half maybe of distance, and that makes it really easy for you to insert these just like you would with an egg beater and get it underneath your cup. See, very easily. I'm back and I have just over 3 ounces of resin in my cup here. And this is, it measures to 8 ounces. And I've got my paddle all inserted, and I'm gonna reach over, I'm gonna squeeze that button in the back, and I'm gonna lower this down into the resin. And you wanna make sure there are some rings. I don't know if you can see them. Let me see if, there we go. Adjust my light. There are some rings there, so just make sure that your cup is absolutely centered for the best mixing. And I'm gonna turn this on and see. Now the speed at which it mixes is dependent on how far you move this over, but also it's dependent on how thick your resin is, thick or thin. Obviously the thicker the resin, the slower it will move. I've got this cranked up to the maximum speed, and you can mix it anywhere from 30 seconds to 2 minutes. Here I'm demonstrating the mixing of the resin that I'll be using for this piece, and my machine is in its forever home. I have got a whole thing going on here. So first of all, I am trying out, and have been trying out, Resiners dual head mixer. And I've probably been using it for a couple of weeks, and I love it. Look how easy that was to clean off, just a baby wipe. Then I grab another one and I just spritz it with some isopropyl alcohol. I'm gonna do that away from my mold and just make sure it really is completely free from resin. So the only part that you don't want to have resin on is this part here, because it's plastic. This is silicone. So even if you miss something, you can peel it off here, but just never get any resin on this part. But I really have been enjoying using it because it's mixing the resin for me and saving me time. I've got both hands free to do setup. And for that setup, I put one of my mini blooms in the center of this, and I'm gonna try a fairy flower again. It's been a year-ish since I've done one, and I'm gonna try it with Transparente and see what happens with these. And I am gonna go, I was debating, do I do red, yellow, orange, or do I do green, blue, purple? And of course, I'm like a blue fan, so I went with this. This is probably the best of the blues that I did in the past. And with this particular one, I used Holbein Phthalo Green In this one, I'm gonna swap it out for this Rowney light green. Hopefully it'll give it more of a pop because you can barely see that green in this one. The other colors are well represented. So we'll see. There's a lot happening here. So I've just mixed up my resin, as you saw. The Transparente is a 5-to-3, so it was 100 grams of A to 60 grams of B, according to my BFF ChatGPT. And gotta get my notes. So now what I need to do is divide this resin into these 4 cups. All right, cup 1 over here. Well, I don't know what cup it is. I'm gonna add in see, I'm using a different kind of resin now. I'm gonna try 4. 4 drops of the white and see what happens. This resin is like water. Seven drops of blue. I'm gonna do 5 drops of violet. Mauve. And this was primary cyan. And then green. I don't know. Five. Okay, I'm going to layer this on this. I don't know that there's much layering. And then this on this. Get those out of the way. And then, trying not to jostle it too much. I'm going to do, normally you would start from the outside. Okay, I will. Oh my gosh, who knows what we're gonna get with that? All right, hopefully not too muddy in there. It's already starting to look a little muddy because of the green with the mauve. But hey, All right, I'm gonna torch that. Now we start with the dotting. Ooh, let's see. I do remember that this was start around the outside. Yeah, you do. That it did look muddy with the other ones too when I did it. We'll go on fast forward. All right, let's just do it because the resin's getting hot. Like the Cave of Wonders. That green is really taking over now. It seems like I can't win with the green. Who knows how this is gonna look, but I can't wait. I'm back after that little time lapse. And even though I have my center disc bloom in there, I'm wondering if I shouldn't suck out some of the middle. So I've got a syringe and that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I did with the others. I'm telling you, this sucks out a lot easier. So what did I pull out? About 1.5 teaspoons, according to the syringe. I'll bring you down so you can see what it looks like. You can't see all the colors, which is kind of cool, but they're very light. So I really am wondering if I should have made my white heavier. I don't know, we'll experiment and we will see. It is demolding time. All right, so who's on the side of this being successful versus total failure? Or third option, or is it not a fairy flower at all, but something totally different and really cool? All these options. Guess there's only one way to find out. Oh, it's very clear. I'm thinking that I should have made my white heavier. There's only one way to find out. Oh, it's very see-through. Oh, definitely much heavier. Oh, and that got really green. Do you see that? There are some wild things going on. But that centerpiece, right where that bloom is, the whole thing just looks really wild and crazy. So I guess what happened here is option 3, that this was just super, something different and totally cool all on its own. So what do you think about my, I don't think I'm gonna call it my underwater jungle. Yeah, what do you think of this underwater jungle piece? Let me know in the comments below. I want to thank Resiners again for sending me the dual head mixer. I have been using it for a couple of weeks and I can highly recommend it. It cuts down on the amount of time that it takes to mix the resin because it's so efficient. And also because it takes that out of your hands are free to prep for your piece. So I highly, highly recommend it. It's definitely a win-win. And if you'd like to get one for yourself, I have a link in my description below, as well as a coupon code for you. That same link will of course take you to the Resiners website where they have just about everything you could think of to create your own resin pieces, from the different equipment, like the mixer to the debubble machines. They have molds, they have inks, pigments, all kinds of stuff. So make sure that you check it out. And thank you as always for being here, and I will catch you on the next video.